If you've been a PC gamer for any time frame at all, you're probably like me and you probably have accounts at multiple eShops. For example, Steam, Epic, GOG, Ubisoft, Origin, Amazon, just to name a few. And, well, keeping up with all these, as this timely pop-up came up, keeping up with all of these launchers can sometimes be a bit of a chore. But what if I told you that there was one launcher to rule them all, and you could, while still needing to have all of those other launchers installed, you could make use of a single application in order to keep track of, manage, and launch all of your games from the mythical single pane of glass. And that is LaunchBox. And that's what we're here to talk about today. I found out about LaunchBox a couple weeks ago because I was into a retro gaming kind of kick, and I stumbled upon a retro gaming archiving program called EXO. They have EXO-DOS, which is for archiving and maintaining DOS-based games from the 90s and such. There's EXO Windows, which is focused on Windows 3.1 and early 95 Windows games. They also have several other programs and several other collections that are available. I'll go ahead and put a link to that website down in the description below. But at the heart, they use LaunchBox to provide you that single pane of glass to all of these retro gaming titles. And what I also discovered was that LaunchBox allows you to import all of your games from the popular Windows game stores that include, but are, well, I guess you could say are limited to Amazon Games, EA, Epic Games, GOG, Steam, Ubisoft, and the Xbox Microsoft Store. So you can configure all of these storefronts in order to basically be displayed here in a single pane of glass. It's going to make seeing what you actually own a whole lot easier. Now, don't freak out. I haven't spent thousands upon thousands of dollars in games here. I would venture to say probably 4/5 of the games listed here I have picked up for absolutely zero money whatsoever, as a result of basically being a free game collector over the last several years. But as a result, I've amassed an 879 game library. And I'd be willing to bet I probably have paid for maybe 20 of these titles. For example, I've got the entire Fallout series, with maybe the exception of Fallout 4, Fallout 2, Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Fallout, this is back here to the original Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. All, for example, I didn't pay a single dime for any of those. You can also import your games. So here we have Farming Simulator 22 from Steam. And then we have the Farming Simulator 22 title that is directly from the giant eShop that I've gone in and manually updated or manually imported. This video is going to walk you through installing LaunchBox and configuring, at least getting started with configuring these eShops so that you then have a single pane of glass that you can then use to see what games you have access to, figure out what games you want to play next, and launch those games all again from a single pane of glass. Now, right now, I'm listing them as platform categories. So we have computers, DOS, and Windows based, but we can come down here and then also sort them by source. And we're going to see that we've got our Amazon games, our EA titles, our Epic Game Store, GOG, Steam, and Ubisoft all listed here. And it all starts with downloading the application from the LaunchBox website. To get started, we're going to go to launchbox-app.com. And from here, we're going to click on download. We're going to need to enter our email address here. And then once we've filled out our email address, we're going to click on the download button itself. And it's basically going to send us an email with a download link within the email. Kind of a different way of doing things. Typically, you just hit download and it would download the file. But this is going to generate a unique download just for you and send you an email link. So let's go ahead and jump over to our email client and see if that email's popped in. Indeed, it has. And once you open that email, you're going to find then the download link. So we're just going to go ahead and click download here. We're going to wait for that download to finish, and then we're going to go ahead and start the download, or start the install, I should say. You may get a little pop-up saying that Windows is protecting your PC because Defender thinks, well, this may be a dangerous app. We're going to click more info, and we're going to say, you know what? I don't care. Run anyway. We're going to run through our installer here, accepting the terms of service. Because, of course, why not? We're then going to install a DirectX requirement. And that is it. It is now launching LaunchBox for the very first time. LaunchBox just went ahead and discovered all the apps and games that are installed locally, and it is now downloading metadata and such for those applications. What we're going to do is we're going to come here to menu, tools, then we're going to go to import, and we are going to basically set up all of these various stores. We're going to go to import Amazon games. I'm going to import for Windows. And we're going to go ahead and select check all. If you have an EMU Movies account, go ahead and put that in there. If you do not, you can go here and register. EMU Movies is going to help you with filling out the metadata. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my information. We're going to do check all, and then next. Next. And we're going to have to log into our Amazon account. Go ahead and enter any MFA that you may need to enter. And from here, we're going to go ahead and hit check all. And we're now importing all of the Amazon games that I have over at the Amazon account. And then from here, we're just going to walk down through the rest of this list. So view, tools, import. We're going to go through EA, Epic, GOG, Steam, Uplay, Ubisoft, Windows games, and Microsoft. If we have a Microsoft account as well, and then we'll come right back. Once you've run through the process of importing all of your PC store apps, you're going to have a screen like this. It's going to show platform, and it's going to list all MS Windows and MS-DOS. And you can come here and go to platform, and we can actually change this to something else that makes a little bit more of sense. And I'm going to suggest that we're going to pick source. And that's going to now show us all the games listed by storefront. So for me, I have 879 games listed here. Now don't fret, I didn't actually buy all of these games. In fact, I would say probably 3/4 of these were available free at some point in time, and that's when I picked them up. But if we can go to Amazon games, we see now that I have 109 Amazon titles, and all of these are free. I haven't purchased a single game from Amazon Prime, but again, as an Amazon Prime customer, I will get access to games every month, and several of those games are going to redeem on the Amazon App Store, and that is what we are seeing here, listing of all the free games that I have picked up over the last few years from Amazon that are deployed from their specific App Store. EA games, I do think I did buy the Command and Conquer bundle, But other than that, all of these other titles are all available for free at some point in time that I've picked up. Epic Games, I got 402 free titles, or should I say 401 free titles from Epic Games. I purchased one game over there, and that is SnowRunner. All of these other titles have been free at some point in time, and while they were free, I went ahead and picked them up over at Epic Games. If you are not aware, Epic Games offers 1 to 2 games per week free. All you gotta do is go over there and collect it, and it's going to be then added to your library for yourself to play at any point in time thereafter. So we've got a whole collection of Fallout games here. Fallout is a new TV series that is coming very soon to Amazon. So I might go back and replay some of those as time allows. We've got Grand Theft Auto 5, several Hitman titles, just to name a few. GOG, I've got 103 GOG games here. Now, some of these I have picked up, but others I've picked up free from GOG because they do offer free games from time to time as well. Steam games, 229. Again, a lot of these were free at some point in time that I picked up or were available as a part of a bundle that were included. And then Ubisoft, I think the only game here that I've actually purchased has been Anno 1800. So a single place where you can find access to all of your Windows games. You also have the ability to come in here and import a game manually. So we can go here to Tools, Import, and then manually add a game. For example, we could come in here and manually add Farming Simulator. If, for example, you purchased it from the Giants eShop. We just search for the metadata. And then we're going to come down here to launching. We're going to find our application path, add any command line parameters that we might want to, and then we're going to go ahead and click OK. Now, I've already gone ahead and done that. So we should find down here, Farming Simulator 22. Should actually find 2 entries because I've got the Steam version of that game as well. As I mentioned in the intro, I found LaunchBox because a couple months ago, I got into a little bit of a retro gaming interest, and I stumbled across a package called ExoDOS and Exo Windows, where we have lots of old titles from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s that are available. And the Exo projects are making use of LaunchBox as the launching application for those titles. And you know what? I started using it and really started to enjoy the interface. So here we got, for example, this was the one that I imported from Steam. And we do have access to Steam achievements, recommended games as well. Oh, what do you know? Farming Simulator 17 is recommended. Good thing I already have that. Then we have the title that I imported directly from Giant Software manually, which is showing up here as well. So a single place where you can have all of your titles from all of the various popular online e-stores. It's going to be a whole lot easier than running around to launching the various e-stores and figuring out what you have available where. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below with respect to LaunchBox. It is a free application. There is a paid version, but really the only thing difference between the free and paid version is the paid version allows you to come in here and skin this with different skins that you can download. Or if you have something like a multimedia console sitting in your living room, you could get the big box version of this interface, and that is going to be available from the premium version only as well. Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below with respect to LaunchBox. You think you're going to go give it a try and see how it works? What do you think about having all of this stuff in a single location as opposed to having to launch all of the various apps to see what you have available where? And until next time, happy gaming.